Hey, this is How to Play Blood by City and Color. It's going to be in standard tuning, capo second fret. There are two main parts, so I'll play through the first now, and we'll zoom in and break it down. Alright, so here's the first part. And that just keeps repeating. That's like every single part except for the chorus. Alright, so now we'll zoom in and break it down. So I'm going to call everything out in relation to the capo, which is on the second fret. So that means third fret's going to become the first, so on and so forth down the neck. We're going to do the open sixth string along with the seventh fret on what would be the D string or the fourth string. Pluck those together. Then you're going to hammer on to the ninth. Then you're going to hit the seventh on the third string. Then right after that, you're going to hit the open sixth. And then right after you hit that open sixth, hit the ninth with your pinky on the third string. So that little phrase goes. Alright. Then after that, you go back to the seventh to ninth hammer on, but without the sixth string. So far we have. Alright. And then after that we hit it's kind of the same phrase again. So I'll just play it through and you can kind of get it. Alright, so all that's exactly the same. But after you hit that open sixth string again, you come down and hit the, it would be the 11th to the 9th on the third string. And as you hit that first 11th, before you do the pull off, you're hitting the 6th open at the same time. So that second part is like this. Alright, so there's two separate little phrases there. The first one goes like this. And the second one like this. Alright, and together we got this. Right after that, we move up to the second for this little phrase. Alright, and you can do this without using your thumb on the second, but for the part after this, it's just more convenient if you could just slide your thumb from the second to the third. So practice this using your thumb. It's actually really good if you want to play like any John Mayer songs too for the ladies. So this little phrase goes like this: thumb on the second, open fourth, then you have your index on the second fret of the third string, so you hit those three, back to the fourth, and then you hit your pinky on the fourth fret of the fifth string. So far we have. And then the last part is 6, 5, 3. So it goes like this. So after you hit that phrase, you're going to hit something that sounds like this. Alright, and for that, you're just going to take your thumb, slide it down to the third fret, take your pinky off, and then you're going to add your middle finger on the third fret of the second string, So like that. And you're gonna hit what's gonna sound like the same phrase that you started with down here, but we need a G in the bass, so we have to do that same thing up here. So it's gonna be the hammer on from the second to the fourth, and that's why you're hitting the sixth and the third string together. Then you're gonna use your middle finger to hit the third fret on the second string right after that hammer on. And then you hit the sixth or the third fret, sixth string with your thumb, and then you put your pinky on the fifth fret of the second string and hit that. So right now we have hammer, pinky. All right. So one more time, that's like this. And then we do that same hammer, but without the thumb this time. And then hit that third fret on the second string. So far we have this. Then we hit our thumb on the sixth. And then we do that little, actually no, we don't pull off this time. We just hit that pinky. So it's gonna be like this. Hit that pinky, we hit the sixth string at the same time. All right, so it ends like that. It ends this little phrase with the sixth string, third fret, and the second string, fifth fret. So that whole little third phrase is like this. From here, you go down and you hit this phrase. Alright, and to do that, you're going to go from the third, pick it up and go to the fifth. You could slide it, but then you get that little, which doesn't sound very good if you're playing it for people. So pick it up, go to the fifth, put your ring finger down on the sixth fret of the third string, and then you're going to go sixth string, open four, then hit that third string where your ring finger is. So then go back to the open fourth, put your pinky down on the seventh, then hit your thumb again. Alright, so far we have, you're going to end with your thumb on the sixth, hit the fifth string, and then back to your ring finger on the third. All right, so. And actually sometimes when I play it, or just about every time when I play it, I'll start with the thumb on the fifth, and then I'll transition to my index to hit that same spot. I don't know, it looks cooler when your fingers are moving. It's kind of a static phrase, but if you're playing live for someone, you want to make it look fancy. So that's one way to do that. So I'll go. All right, and just about every other time he does it, he won't start it off with the sixth, open fourth, and then third. He'll just go from the sixth, wait a second, hit that third string, and then continue the phrase. He'll go. Alright, so sometimes he'll do this. And other times he'll do this. Alright, so here's the second part. It's like the chorus where I think he says, there's beauty buried beneath. I think that's what he says. So here's how that part goes. And after he does that like 4 times, I think he goes back to the regular verse where it's like. Alright, so let's break down that second part. Alright, and here's that second part. We're going to start with the open 6th, plucked along with the 11th. Remember, in relation to the capo on the 2nd string, really it's the 13th fret, but in relation it's the 11th. So those two together, we're going to hit the open 6th again, and then go down on that same 4th string to the 9th fret. So that sounds like this. Then from there, we're going to go up to the 7th and hit that along with the open 5th string together. Alright, so we have. Then we're going to hit the 5th again, then go down to the 9th. Alright, so now we have. Then from there, we're going to slide up on that same 4th string to the 2nd fret, hit that. Alright, so we have. And we're going to end on this little chord here. It's the 2nd on the 4th that we already have fretted. And it's going to be the open 3rd, open 2nd. Then we're going to have our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. And then it's okay to hit the open 5th along with this too. Alright, so it's going to go. And you want to get it kind of with the top of the fingernail there. Just makes it a little clearer. It's better than with a thumb. Sounds a little E. So it's like this. The full phrase is like this. And he actually does that same thing 4 times in the entire chorus. It sounds like your ear might want to hear something different, but the piano behind it is playing chords that kind of just give it a different feel, and along with the vocals. But the guitar part is that same phrase 4 times. Alright, so here are both parts kind of just thrown together so you get the transitions down. If you want it to sound exactly like him, keep in mind I think he plays a nylon string on the record. So this will sound close. That's good enough. So here are both parts. Alright, and that's how you play Blood by City and Color. It's just the verse a bunch of times, and the chorus, and the verse again, and the chorus again, and then the verse. And I don't know, I haven't seen him play it. That's just like I've listened to it 1,000 times, and that's what I came up with. So if you have something better, keep it to yourself. We're going to say this is the right way. Have a good one.